What's up, guys? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, ready to celebrate Black History Month. The inspiration for joining the cannabis industry here in Michigan was due to the fact that there's a heavy stigma around the plant. But for me and my partners, we knew that there's more to the plant that was out there. There's more healing powers to the plant. So being able to use our platform to be able to voice that message was very important. Challenges that exist in the cannabis industry, as a black owner, are that there's very few other black owners for you to, go and bend their ear or either to learn from. Not that you can't learn from, people of other races and whatnot, and we have been able to do that here in this industry. But there is a commonality when it comes to, being able to glean from those that have been in your footsteps that really know what you've been through, especially when it comes to somebody that's people of color. As an entrepreneur in the cannabis space and this being a new industry, some of the biggest obstacles are really how we're taxed in this industry. We're not able to take a lot of the tax savings that ordinary businesses are able to take. On top of that, there's excise taxes that go into it as well. But that's one thing that really forbids this industry from really being able to blossom, especially individual businesses, is the tax situation. Even though the tax burden is heavy for us, there's a lot of good that can come out of it for local municipalities, townships, and cities that do have cannabis businesses within their parameters. And that is from education. A lot of that money should go to education, to help those that are in need, and other organizations, that are providing for the community and the people. It's important for us to participate in our community, and especially with our company. That's why we have Primitiv Gives, which is an effort for us to be able to go into our community, find places of need, and be able to place funds and our volunteer time in those areas, whether it's giving back through donating food when it comes to holiday time, or even putting backpacks together for children as they're headed off to school. So we're always constantly looking through our organization, Primitiv Gives, to be able to find ways in the community to have impact. Well, we were raised, my family in general was raised to know that to whom much is given, much is required. We were blessed to be able to have a platform coming into this industry, being two former NFL players, we had that background. I truly believe that both of us have that same principle: to whom much is given, much is required, and we take that into our business. We've been blessed to be able to get licenses in this industry, and with that, we don't take it lightly. Yes, we're heavily taxed, but we still constantly find a way to be able to give back to our community. And when it comes to food insecurity, education, we're always trying to find a way to make sure we focus on those areas, not only through Primitiv, through our own foundations as well. As major sports leagues from the MLB, NFL, NBA have been able to, if not outright, get rid of their cannabis policies, to allowing players to have more cannabinoids in their system, the things that excite us is that, through whether it's our CBD company or even just our cannabis company, there'll be opportunities in the future for us to be able to partner with such organizations to be able to bring healing power to their athletes, to help them recover, get back on the field faster. And we're already currently being able to do that with the MLB by being the topical sponsor, the CBD topical sponsor of the Detroit Tigers. So being able to form those partnerships and really be able to prove that there's healing power in this plant, that we're going to be able to help your players get back to the field faster. That's what's really exciting for us. As for Primitiv performance and the future going forward, what we're seeing through our data is that people really want to be able to sleep and they want to be able to be energized. So those are two extremes opposite extremes that we want to be able to create a solution for. So I look forward to creating those solutions in the near future through Primitiv Performance. What got me into cannabis was the fact that there was more to the plant that everybody knew. Being raised in Georgia in the Bible Belt, it was heavily demonized. There's a huge stigma, against it. And then coming to Michigan, where there was always an underground culture. There was caregivers who was actually legally providing for their patients, and then the industry actually coming online in 2008 and actually going adult use, probably around 2019. There was an opportunity for us to get into the industry, and with that experience that was had, for me, the biggest thing was for me being able to come down after immense or strenuous competition, being able to relax, being able to sleep. Those are big parts of me being able to recover. So I knew there was more to the plant, and there's more to it than just being able to relax and being able to sleep. So being able to just scratch off the surface of this thing and really dive in is what really drew me to the industry. If you're a aspiring entrepreneur, Black entrepreneur looking to get into the cannabis industry, I think it's very important when you get into this industry to be vertically integrated. Just having one part of the business, whether it's cultivation, we'll start there because we started in cultivation. And if we were just to have remained in cultivation, when the industry first starts, yes, prices are high. They're great for the cultivator, but eventually, as competition comes into the market, there will be compression. Prices will fall, and what you were used to bringing in for this valuable commodity will be minimized. So being able to have an outlet for your product is extremely important. So being able to be a vertically operated company in this industry is of the utmost importance. Currently, my favorite product, I'll have to go over to our CBD side, and that being our CBD topical, because it features 4 minor cannabinoids: CBD, CBG, CBN, and CBC. And we created this product mainly because we use topicals, we use rehydration solutions while we played, but none of them had an anti-inflammatory component to it, really a pain relief component to it. And we're bringing both of those things to one product. And it's NSF for sports certified. So we went through those channels to make sure that professional collegiate athletes, which we once were, can use our products without being popped for any kind of PED or performance enhancing drug test. So with everything that we've done to this point to build this vertical company, to create a CBD company, that is one of the products that I'm most proud of. If I'm consuming cannabis, my favorite way is to roll it up in a leaf and enjoy myself. If you want to learn more about Primitiv, go to primitivgroup.com. Our CBD company is primitivperformance.com. That's Primitiv without the E on the end. Or you can check out our store. We have a store in Niles, Michigan, just north of South Bend. We have products scattered throughout Michigan, heavily concentrated in southeast Michigan. And also, we have a store in Boston, so 200 High Street in Boston, downtown Boston. So check us out there as well. That's where you can find us. Happy Black History Month from yours truly, Primitiv.